Welcome back. Today I'm joined by a few members from the Magnolia Arts Center, director of the show, Michaela Trankshelp, and representative of the theater, Alex Scanlon, here to talk about the upcoming performance, The Glass Menagerie. So thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So for those that don't know what The Glass Menagerie is, how would you explain what this performance is?
Yeah, absolutely. So The Glass Menagerie is essentially a very old show. It's a lovely, amazing classic show by Tennessee Williams. It's set in the late 1930s, 1939, and it's essentially about a dysfunctional family that has all these new and exciting things happening in their life, and they're just trying to push through the day-to-day to make ends meet. So it's a really interesting show.
Yeah, so how did you pick this show out of so many?
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously always such an interesting process when we're thinking about shows for the season. For me, I read the show in high school and immediately fell in love, and I just knew that this was kind of a new take we could bring to it with kind of this new classic dysfunctional family kind of being brought into the limelight. So
that's great. So what can audience members expect? I understand you have a very small cast.
Yeah, so it's a cast of 4 people. They don't get off stage much, so they've got to kind of hone in on their performance, and
quick
they really
costume changes.
Oh yeah. My stage manager Emily does a lot of the hard work. She helps carry the show and carry the cast through it. But it's essentially the show that they know and love, just with a little bit more of a modern take on some of the jokes and some of the things that we understand a little bit better now as people about our lives. So really fun show. The cast loves it so far. They've had a great time, so they're really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. So would you say this is a comedy? Or what would you say this is?
It definitely has comedic elements. Of course, the show is a little bit of a tragedy in itself. It essentially just kind of ends the way that life normally ends, where like you don't really know what comes next.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the way life rolls. There is no perfect happy ending here. So.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so for those that are interested, when is the show and how can you go about getting tickets?
Yeah, it opens next Thursday on the 30th, and we have shows running through that weekend, and it'll be 2 shows on the 1st, and then after that you can go to magnoliaartscenter.com to get tickets.
Wonderful, and we'll have all those details on our website. Before we go, Alex, do you want to talk about any other upcoming performances at the Magnolia Arts Center that people can attend if they can't attend this one?
Of course, we have 3 Tall Women that's coming up in March, directed by Mary Brandon.
Great.
We have Songs for a New World, directed by Justin Collis, and that's going on in May. As well as Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, another Tennessee Williams classic, directed by Dorothea Handren in June.
Wonderful. So a lot of shows going on that you want to pick from. Great. Well, this sounds like so much fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll have more ENC at 3 right after the break.